Well, let me ask you this. What would be if you had to give somebody one bit of advice?
Run.
Put it down and run.
Exactly.
Get out while you still have your soul.
That's right.
Yeah, how come you didn't follow that advice?
Well, glutton for punishment.
You know what? We're all better for it. So
Fool them again.
Imposter syndrome. You ever get imposter syndrome?
No.
No. You don't think I'm not as good as they think I am? I'm getting it right now.
I thrive on negative reinforcement. So, well, you know, it's a weird thing because, you know, for the longest time, when you think about, you know, the music industry and who gets the accolades, who gets successful, who doesn't, and so on and so forth. For me, it was always about, you know, when I was thinking about, well, what's going to be the thing that's going to fuel me to the next level of what the music industry is in my mind, you know. Well, I want to tour, I want to go out and I want to do this. If I just record the right thing, you know what I mean? It'll make the difference. And then I record something, I was like, this is really good. Why is it not propelling us to this next rung or whatever that perceived rung is? And then I was like, oh, well, it's, you know, it's who you know and it's what you look like. And there's truth to all of that.
Sure.
But you know, and all people listen with their eyes. You would always just say, actually, people listen with their groins. But be that as it may. You know, what I've just come to realize is that you just need to do you. But you need to, I mean, as much as people would tell me years ago, you just need to go on the road and be like, well, how do you do that? You know, it was difficult. I mean, finding an agent and going on the road and doing all those things is a difficult thing to do. But if you get somebody who will book your band and you really believe in what you're doing, of course, again, it's a rarefied thing. All of the things I've done over the years have led to this moment where I can do what we're doing now.
And we talked about that last week. Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
you know why? It's the word I use with you, currency. Everything that you've done, you've built up. All the videos you've done.
Right.
It's not like you did 10 videos and now you got 100,000 people on your Facebook page.
Right.
Know? It's a culmination of all the experiences, the wrong turns, the right turns, the right connections, the misconnections, and it's led you to this particular point.
Right.
But what you said just a moment ago, I think is the key. Don't second guess it. You do you.
Right.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, if you do you and you're a total failure, you're proud of the work that you produce.
Right. Exactly. And it's one of those things too, is that you have to not get jaded or whatever the case may be and realize, I mean, you know, sometimes we show up at a place and I'll have a guy come over and say, hey, you know, I've been a fan of yours for 20 years. I remember saw this video of you online playing at this Muriel Anderson's All-Star Guitar Night and you did this tune and comes over to the merch table and he says, which CD should I buy? And I was like, well, which ones do you have? And he's like, I don't have any of them. I'm thinking, I have 19 records out spanning 30 years. This guy's been a fan for 20 years. But I have to go, no, this is new business. This is a new opportunity for him to discover all the shit he's never even heard of. I've already got him. He's already, he just saw what we did and realized, oh, now there's this thing. So that's just kind of where it's like, you go out and you do your thing and people come in and they're like, oh my God, I had no idea. I've seen you on videos, but live, that's totally different. I'm like, well, of course, this is what it's always been about. But to me, that hasn't been their path to find me. I just have to be grateful for that they even give a shit one way or the other.
Yeah, but that's the change in the music business you talked about at the beginning of this whole thing.
Right.
Is that seeing videos, watching clinics, seminars, little snippets of you, that is almost part and parcel of the whole enjoying music experience.
Right.
So the fact that he didn't have 19 albums is irrelevant.
Right.
He got this other musical experience from you.
Exactly.
And it's like,
exactly.
It's just as valid.
Exactly.
And then you sell them the 19 CDs.
Exactly. Exactly. And then, you know, just realize, you know, to me, it's like all the tunes on all the different records are always, you know, that particular snapshot was just the way we did it at that point in time. But the tunes are always evolving.
Sure.
especially in this format with this band, everything we do of my old catalog with this band completely takes on a new life.
Of course.
So now
because there's no bass player. I'm just gonna keep
hammering it.
I'm gonna keep hammering it.
Well, it's been an interesting thing because we've had there's a bass player at home that we Dylan and I do live streams with on Fridays because Toby lives 5 hours away.
He does.
And he's great. And Turn of the Burner, his name's great bass player, cool guy. And we do different things in that format.
Sure.
And then we've had kind of a few ringer singers sit in with the band. They're like, man, this guy is really exceptional. And then there's ideas of, we could add this, but there's something about the three of us that it's just got sort of magical thing. And I was like, it is what it is.